Good everyone, my name is Olafemi Moyosore from Adeni class, and I'm here to read Psalm 119. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with his whole heart. They also do no iniquities, they walk in his way. Thou hast commanded us to give thy precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments? I will praise thee with uprightness of heart when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. I will keep thy statutes, oh, forsake me not utterly. Wherewith thou shalt a young man cleanse his ways, by taking it thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin again. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. With my lips have I declared all judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in thy testimonies as much as in all riches. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto all thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open down my eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. I am a stranger in the earth, hide not thy commandments from me. My soul breaketh for the longing that is at unto the judgment at all times. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which were from thy commandments. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies. Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Thy princes also did sit, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Thy testimonies are also my delight and my counselors. My soul cleaveth unto the doors, quicken me according to thy word. I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statutes. Make me to understand the way of thy precepts, and I shall talk of wondrous works. My soul melted for heaviness. Strengthen me according to thy word. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. I have chosen the way of thy judgment have I laid before. Thy judgments have I laid before me. I have stuck unto thy testimonies. O Lord, put me not to shame. I will warn the ways of thy commandments when thou hast enlarged my heart. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I will keep it unto the end. Give me understanding about thy law, yea, shall observe it with my whole heart. Make me to go in the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. Turn away my eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Establish thy word unto thy servant who is devoted to thy fear. Turn away my reproach which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after thy commandments. Quicken me according to thy righteousness. Let thy mercies come also unto me, O Lord, even thy salvation according to thy word. Then I can answer those who insult me, for I trust in thy word. And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in thy judgment. So shall I keep thy law continually forever and ever. And I will walk at liberty, for I seek thy. And I will walk at liberty, for I seek thy precepts. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings, and I will not be ashamed. I will meditate in thy commandments which I have loved. My heart will I lift up unto all thy commandments which I have loved, and I will meditate in thy statutes. Remember thy word unto thy servant, for which thou hast caused me to hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word has quickened me. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. I have remembered the judgment of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Horror has taken hold upon me, yet because of the wicked that forsake thy law, their statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimages. I have remembered thy name, O Lord, in the night, and have kept thy law. This I had because I kept thy precepts. Thou art my portion, O Lord. I have said that I would keep thy word. I entreated thy favor with my whole heart. Be merciful unto me according to thy word. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy commandments. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. The bands of wicked have robbed me, but have not forgotten thy law. At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgment. I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that seek thy precepts. I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that seek thy precept. The earth, O Lord, is full of thy mercies. Teach me thy statutes. Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according to thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed in thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged the lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Their heart is as fat as grease, but thy law is my delight. It is good that I have been afflicted before, that I might learn thy statutes. Thy word of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn thy commandments. Those that fear thee will be glad when they see me, for I have hoped in thy word. I know that thy faithfulness are right. I know that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to thy word unto thy servant. Let thy tender mercies come also unto me, for I delight in thy law. Let the proud be ashamed, for they have dealt perseverously with me without a cause, but I will meditate in thy precepts. Let those that fear thee turn unto me, and those that have known thy testimonies. Let my heart be sound in thy statutes, for and I be not ashamed. My soul fainted for the salvation, but I hope in thy word. My eyes feel for thy word, saying, when wilt thou comfort me? For I am become like a bottle in the smoke. Yet have I not declined from thy statutes. Let have I not declined from thy statutes. How many are the days of thy servant? When will thou execute judgment on those that persecute me? The proud have digged pit for me, but have not, which are not after thy law. Thy commandments are faithful. Thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me. Thou hast almost consumed me upon the earth, but I forsook not thy precept. Quicken me after thy loving kindness. So shall I keep the testimonies of thy mouth. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Thy faithfulness is unto all generations. Thou hast established the earth, and it abideth. They continue this day according to thy ordinances, for all are thy servants. Unless thy law had been my delight, I would then have perished in my affliction. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. The bands of wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I have considered thy testimony. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. Oh, how love I thy law, is my meditation all the day. Through thy precept I get on. Thou through thy testimonies have made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding for my teachers, for their meditation and my testimonies. That I understand more than the ancient, because I kept thy precepts. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgment, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey unto my mouth. Thou through thy precept I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. I have sworn, and I will perform thy righteous judgment. That I have been afflicted very much. Quicken me after thy loving kindness. Accept, I beseech thee, the free will offerings of thy mouth, and teach me thy judgment. My soul is continually in my hands, yet do I not forget thy law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I read not from thy precept. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. I have inclined my heart to perform thy statutes always, even unto the end. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. Teach me thy statutes. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me according to thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed. Hold me up, and I shall be saved, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Thou hast trodden down those who err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like a dross. Therefore I love thy testimonies. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. I have done judgments and justice. Leave me not to my operations. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let the proud oppress me. My eyes feel for thy salvation, and for the word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant unto thy mercies, and teach me thy statutes. Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, and I love thy testimonies. It is time for thee, Lord, to walk, for they have made void thy law. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore does my soul keeps them. The entrance of thy word gives light, it giveth understanding unto the simple. I opened my mouth and panted, for I have longed after thy commandments. Look thou upon me and be merciful unto me, as thou hast to do to those who love thy name. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Deliver me from every oppression of man, and so will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servants, and quicken me according to thy word. Rivers of water run down my eyes, for they are because they kept not thy law. That righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgment. Thy commandment that thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal has consumed me, because my enemies have forgotten thy word. Thy word is very pure, and therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do I not forget thy precept. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is truth. Trouble and anguish has taken hold upon me, yet thy commandments are my delight. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, that I may live. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, so will I keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, save me, and so will I keep thy testimonies. I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy word. My eyes prevent the night watches, that I might meditate in thy word. Hear me according to thy loving kindness, and quicken me according to thy judgment. They draw nigh that follow after mischief, they are far from thy word. Thou art near, O Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of all that thou hast founded them forever. Consider my affliction, for I have not forgotten thy law. Plead my cause and deliver me. Quicken me according to thy word. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord. Quicken me according to thy judgment. Many are my persecutors and my enemies, yet do I not decline from thy testimonies. I beheld the transgressors and was grieved, because they kept not thy word. Consider how I love thy precept, and quicken me after thy loving kindness. Thy word is true from beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endureth forever. Princes have persecuted me without a cause, but my heart standeth in awe of thy word. I rejoice at thy word, as one that findeth great spoil. I rejoice and one that find a great spoil. I ate an abhor line, but thy Lord do I love. 7 times a day do I praise thee, because of thy righteous judgment. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation, and done thy commandments. My soul has kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I have kept thy precept and thy testimonies. Lord, I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. Let my cry come near before me. Quick, give me understanding according to thy word. 170. Let my supplication come before me. Deliver me according to thy word. 171. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, and for thy commandments are righteousness. 173. Let my hand help me, for I have chosen thy precept. 174. I have hoped for thy salvation, but I have hoped for thy salvation, and thy law do I love. 175. Let my soul live and praise. Let my soul live and praise thee, and let thy judgment help me. Last verse, which is 176. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant. I have gone astray